Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, check 24.
So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
36 to Mike. Coming to you. Coming.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Pernell McPhee has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Alert flare. Alert flare.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's complete to John Ross. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Get him, boy. Get him,
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Mike, 45.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year, and he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Here we go.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm scared. Check 40, 66.
Now Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mark Andrews there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this open. Corner. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Dalton gives to Bernard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Dalton here from the gun. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, check. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. It's complete. Stills. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
He's coming. He's 368. Check.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Rodney Anderson with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Ready? Mike 52, Mike 52. Whole train. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Nice big gain there from Marquise Brown, first-round pick out of Oklahoma. Of course, his cousin knows a thing or two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. To throw is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Marshall, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Check three. Shift.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Brilliant. Watch 36.
368.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. He finds Austin complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
368. Bang, 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 bang. Check three.
From the gun, Dalton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run on first down. Ingram. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jackson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Watch the run. That's it. Turn it up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson going for it. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Move. 36.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Check 50, check 50.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. And the pressure gets to him again. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short.
Here we go. Here.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Bannon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Pick up the ball. Wide, get wide.
Check 9, check 9.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of...
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check pass, check pass.
Jackson now, going to throw again, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Flushed out right. This one complete to Ingram.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Line 36. Line 36. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Out, out.
Yeah, 5-6, 5-6, 5-6.
Smooth.
Legs up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Dalton. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
1st down, Cincinnati.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come.
36, 36.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st down, Bernard. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Record. Hey, switch gears.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Here we go.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back.
Guys up. Green 18. 51. Here you go. Cam. Stop.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's got some space here. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Ravens take over.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go, let's go.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Eluding the pressure right, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
45. You're not ready. You're not ready. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Out to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This is caught. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Hey, Zoo!
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken short.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you accept.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 74 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They're 68. They're not ready for this. They still
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm here all day.
To throw on 3rd down, Dalton. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here we go, here we go. Check 13. Check 13.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Andrews. That one goes for 8 yards. Here's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Flushed out right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
It's been a long day for you. 45 is the mic.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's get that ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Get off the field.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go! 57, 56.
Yeah.
Alert 3. Hey, mark in.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Chubb will get the call running left. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Browns.
180! Run.
Me and you on deck. I'm coming out.
First down, Mayfield. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go!
A big play there on the option. 71 yards. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there. Get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Landry, the intended target. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 21.
Mike, check.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
They can't stop the franchise.
Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Here we go.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Following the penalty, Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
61, matchbox, light. Real. Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield down. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Mostert.
You got tight right there.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. They've got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Here we go. 180.
56. Bring it.
Hey, alert.
Garoppolo now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards, did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You better be afraid of me.
To throw is Garoppolo.
Check.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Coleman now. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
3 down. Hey, check
This is Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play action now. Here's Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. That'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Coleman. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
12, fellas, here we go.
Single, slot. Hey.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
You don't know no better.
Now Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him. In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Mayfield now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo, flush to his right. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Right here. Kill.
Go ahead.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Mike, number 53. Mike.
12.
Off the screen.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Flushed out right.
Check hot route. Hot.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Wait.
Sheldon Richardson. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now Mostert. Room to run inside the 40. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
21.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Good. 180.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Under pressure, and he will go down. sacked back at the 46. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
56. Mike's 56.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. He was looking for Landry that time.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. He had... eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. On the move to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. A give running right is Chubb. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run with Chubb, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. Shifts by him. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. Here's Kaepernick to throw as his guys are able to regain the lead. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Eric Armstead.
Right there.
Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Baker Mayfield as a rookie 3 times. He led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now, pass complete here to Sanders. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. To throw, Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. Got his target, Samuel. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to run really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Coleman. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete. It's 4th and goal at the 3.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Hey, watch the left.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are going to win the football game. The Browns drive about to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Johnson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.